Welcome to Drumard Farm, episode 13, with me, MrSealyp. So, following on from yesterday's excitement, we are getting the soybean harvest done on field 456, and then I've got a plan for what I'm going to do with this next. Plus there's potato harvesting to be done, plus there's things growing, and haven't even looked at cows yet. I mean, I've looked at cows, but haven't got any cows. I know what a cow looks like. I've seen one before. Don't panic. Just deciding whether to sell the soybean or put it in storage. See what the price is doing. So yeah, throw in a full grain tank. Or does it say nearly full? Oh, this happens when you jump the gun. Okay. Just had a massive sneeze and fit. Now I'm all bunged up. It's not good. These fields have worked out really well, considering when we started the map, this one was 3 separate fields, that one was 2 separate fields, and there are still some smallish fields on the map that you can use if you want to do a small crop of something. But I'm thinking, if you're going to be productive, if you want to make a bit of money, you're going to need some bigger fields to do bigger harvests, or buy multiple fields. Of course, that's the other option. So yeah, this is exactly how, you know, you get going. Start off small, gradually build up. And I've said it repeatedly. I don't know. I assume people don't get bored. Like I said, you do the same things but on different maps. But some people do things in different ways. Watching someone else do it, they might give some ideas and think, oh, actually, you know what? I never thought of doing it that way. I might try this way. Or there are people completely new to the game. The amount of people I've had commenting saying, I've been watching your Let's Plays, I've just bought the game and I've got loads of great ideas from watching your Let's Plays, or people that have said, I've just been watching your Let's Plays and have decided to buy the game because of it. That's amazing. That's really cool. So for those people, it is all new. They are sort of learning as they go along. We all have to start somewhere. I need to go and get the plough for what I'm going to do next, and I've just realised I've gone past the little turning. But while I'm here, just off to the left here, this is where I end up putting the trailer for the time being, with all the straw bales on it, and I'll get down here with the wheel loader and unload them at some point, and decide where I might put a stack like I've done here. Stack of 3 here, stack of 3 here, not 3 but 12, you know what I mean, 3 stacks. And then I'll kind of free up the trailer, but for the time being they'll just sit there. I'm going to go and get the plough. Harvest is working really well. I don't know whether to get the longer header. I'm not sure whether the auger pipe will work. What did I buy? I didn't buy the long one, did I? I'll have to check that. That may be my next option. I've got the bigger header trailer. I don't think it's the long one. What is it? Oh, it just says Fent. Yeah, I'll have to check. Like I say, not the fields, they're not massive compared to playing on law folds when some of those have been absolutely huge and taking ages. This isn't a map. I don't need massive harvesters. Like I said, maybe another harvester, but another small one, or smallish one. And pop that back here again. Perfect. Right, I don't stab myself. We're going JCB. Okay. More ploughing has been occurring up here. Interesting. Now, the price for soybean at the moment is low. Both sell point 1 and 2 are on red. So this is going to storage. I'm not selling it. I would just leave it in the trailer. But the problem is I'm going to have other fields to harvest, I think, between now and when the price is going to go up. So as you can see, I've begun joining the two fields up. So I'm linking them. So it'll be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 will be one rather large field. That's what I'm going to be doing next, and then on to potatoes. So hopefully, now I've kind of linked them together, all I've got to do now is fill in the gaps. So I've kind of padded out this top end, padded out the bottom end. It's going to be one, it's not quite square I don't think, but it's going to be quite a large one. So this will be kind of my, there are larger fields on the map. I think there's one over the far corner, so have a quick check. I know there's one over the far corner because I looked, but yeah, we've got field 35 is quite a fair size. 36 is not a bad size. Most of the ones on that bottom edge are. 31's not bad. But if you look now here, these are going to be joined together, so it's almost square. That's not going to be a bad size field. 13's not bad either. But for a field that kind of I own, I haven't had to pay for it. 20, yeah, that's actually, I didn't even see that one. That's tucked away out the back. Behind the village. So all I'll do now is just plough this out. The other two were ploughed last time, so they're fine. And then I can think about cultivating it. I'm not sure if I need to. Oh yeah, the Vader stat, I don't know if it can cultivate at the same time. I'll have to check that. Get the cultivator on this to do the whole lot, and then get whatever the most profitable crop is, which will probably be soybean. At the moment it's not, but generally speaking it is. And get a whole field of that ready so that I can make a bit of money. The price for silage is crazy. It's at 2,000 something and climbing. So I was thinking of doing more grass again and trying to get another load of silage on the go. I really am desperately trying to avoid doing those gold nuggets or doing the last one, to try and do this kind of on my own without a boost of any description. And that first silage harvest really helped me out to get some bits, to get the Scorpion King and do all the things I needed to do, so that I could really kind of get going. I really am trying to avoid that. We'll see how we go. But this has already progressed from 5 separate fields to one huge one. And it may be at some point later down the line I'll think, God, I could really do with a couple of small fields. Then I can plough out some of my... I've got 3 grass fields over there by Drumard Arable. I can plough one of those out if I need a small field for something. Right, so I'm going to carry on until this is done. This is ploughing, basically. I'm using the jimper. The medium-sized one, not the large one. I just prefer these. They're easier to use. It makes ploughing a little bit more pleasurable. Right, get the fertiliser up here. As you can see, it's cultivated. So the ploughing's done, field's cultivated. Well, I say cultivated, it's being cultivated. Get some fertiliser on it, and then we'll be ready for seeding. It's a fair sized field. Look at the map, it looks like one of the larger fields on the map now, with a few little amendments that have been made to it. You can just see coming down the hill behind us, cultivator. And there you go, just down the bottom, turning around now. So he's not far off finishing. I think when I get to the top of the field I'm probably going to stick a headland in off to the right, because there's not a lot of turning room at the top of the field. Kind of makes sense to do that, I think. Yeah, he's not turning round. Headland is definitely needed. Although I can't go right to the very end quite yet. I probably could actually, and it would just cultivate over it, but well, it turns out that much as the potato fields look like they're ready, according to this, neither of them are. They're both still on final growth stage, so they're not ready to be harvested, which is interesting. So I'm going to have to start seeding, I think, on field 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But this was mentioned to me the other day. I think it might have been by Angel Eyes. I can't remember who it was that told me now. I'm sorry, whoever it was. That's really bad of me, I do apologise. It's the it was in the KUHN DLC, and it's the front tank that can increase your well, your seed capacity. So hopefully when I hook up now, it will increase how much I've got by, I think it's 1,500 litres. So now when I hook up, yeah, I've got 4,500 litres, which should be great for doing. I need to do. What am I doing? Soybean. I want to put in the ground. The thing is, I wanted to fertilise at the same time. Could use the other one, couldn't I? The tempo, because the tempo does soybean as well, and that. But actually, does that? My mind's gone blank. I'm sure that fertilises as well. I should have thought further ahead, shouldn't I? Really? I was already at this one. So... yeah, that's better. 2060 and 1700. That should make this go a little bit further. So off we go. Change it. There we go. Soybean. So let's get this in the ground. I might need to do a couple of headlands just to make it easier for it to turn round. But until the potatoes are ready, I can't do a thing, which is frustrating. Everything in place, everything ready to begin. Right, let's open this up. Now, obviously, I said on this farm you don't need such big machinery. This is quite a large field to be using a 6-metre seeder. So it's going to take this seeder quite a while. But I'm sure it'll be fine. So check and make sure I just put soybean in the ground. It is definitely soybean. Now, because it uses seed quicker than it uses fertiliser, having that front tank on there increases the kind of the range on it, which is going to work out perfectly. But the only downside to it now, because I've got that on the front, it increases the length of the combined vehicle, which means that it needs more turning room. Swings and roundabouts. Then once I've got 2 strips, I'll start going the other way. This is probably going to need filling up a couple of times, I would imagine, to do this field. What was this? The TF 1500. Oh, that's right, this is the thing that's got front lights on it. Actually on it, I remember doing when we did the KUHN DLC. I love that, that's brilliant. Sorry, getting sidetracked. Well, here's what's happened. This is probably the easiest way of looking at it. Potato harvester. The Grimme Tectron 415 or 415, whatever you call it. To lease is £34,320. So I leased one, thinking that the field was ready, but hadn't actually checked on the map. Turns out it's not, but I can get it over to where it needs to be. It's a big piece of machinery, so with it in the lease you get a low loader. Well, you don't, but I leased a loader and got it on. I tried going on forwards to start off with. Whoa, that did not go well. I'm not even convinced this is going to work without it falling off on the way there. It's my own lorry. I tried to match the red as best I could with the Grimme colours. That's as good as it's going to get, really. So what we'll do, definitely get the beacons on. That goes without saying. And we will take an incredibly sedate drive over to where the potato fields are. Could probably do with the police escort and all, in point of fact. I've had a real wobble. You notice that? Wheels keep leaving the ground. This thing is going to topple over. Yeah, so the field looks ready, but according to the map it's not. So I am slightly baffled. Right, beacons off. Let's get the bumps down. Whew. That was some scary stuff. Let's check the load, shall we? Yes. That's definitely more one side than it was before. That was central. Hopefully it will drive. Although I didn't really give myself a lot of room here, did I? It does pretty much turn on its axis. If I can just get that back round past the gate, like that, we should be okay. Perfect. Oh, I'll say perfect. I will start at the top of the field, I think, and work my way down. As soon as it's ready. Which could end up being in the next episode. Right. I might have to move the lorry actually, in case we need to get any other farm equipment around. But it's here anyway. We got here, I wouldn't say safe and sound, probably caused quite an extensive amount of damage to this. Here, and we can use it as soon as we're able to. Not quite sure why this isn't ready yet, but Okay. Now, do you think they'll mind if I park on the drive? I'm sure they'll be really good about it. Especially if I promise to plant something in their garden. Right, that's out the way anyway. Right, let's go and see how they're getting on over on field 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I've got tired of waiting for the potatoes to be ready, so I've decided, you know what, let's get some cows. I've put a little bit of water in the trough, I've put a little bit of bed in, only one bale down so far. Once I get some cows in here, I'll need to top those up. I'll need to make some mixed ration and get a tractor to bring the grass down the hill. But yeah, let's get the cows on the go. Actually, I need to be here, don't I? Yes, I do. 5,000. God. I'm going to have 20 to start me off. Confirm. Yes, I do want 20 cows. Wonderful creatures that they are. They're all going for the trough and they haven't got anything. Right, so more straw, more water, power food, grass. I do like the automatic gates in the barn. It does make life a lot easier. There you go. How are we looking on that? Perfect. Actually, I can go straight through here. Sort the water out. These gates open all the time. Oh, it's because I left the tanker there. Right, water and straw done. Feed next. I'll leave that there and sort that later. So let's get some mixed ration on the go. One of those. One of those. If this works, it'll be a miracle. That's why I love this fork. Ah. There we go. And then to hay. Release the clamps. Perfect. And then Ah, do I have to pick what side empties? Quite possibly. What side do I need? Right side, I believe. Went the wrong way, didn't I? Tip side left, tip side right. Don't want to go the wrong way. I'm going to have to get something to clean the feed area as well. Okay. How much did that take? Okay, I'm going to need more of both. And grass. Okay, leave it with me. I will get that sorted. But it's working well so far. The last thing left to give them is the grass, which they're eating anyway. A bit like the sheep. But they need to have something. And that should be cows all done. Productivity still saying 10% though. Not sure why. Next animal in, yeah, that's got to reset surely. But I will keep adding to the herd every time I get a bit of money, and we'll see if we can have ourselves a bit of a dairy farm. I did check, and it was Angel Eyes that commented about the KUHN. I forgot what it was called again. TF 1500. Looking at how much seed I've got left, I didn't fill this up. This has done this entire field. Had I not had that front attacher, I would have needed to fill up, because I've only got 779 left. That holds 1500, so I needed it. That was a good call. Such a good call, in fact, that on law folds I'm going to get a couple of them, maybe even 3 or 4. I'm just thinking, whenever I've got a vehicle that's seeding, and I can have up to 4 vehicles seeding at any one time, they may well need these. Why is there a car stopped on the road? Is it stopped because of the shadow in the road? How weird. Maybe it's stalled on the hill or something. Practicing hill starts. Learner driver, that's what it is, probably a learner. Oh, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I'm going to get more of them, absolutely. So, Angel Eyes, thank you very much. Good idea, good call. I don't know why I didn't think of it. Probably could all do with a wash, but you know, sometimes I just can't be bothered. Plus there's no one to tell me off at the moment. This away. That's that done. Well, that's just about it for this episode. Field 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. is now seeded and it's on the go. Potato fields still aren't ready, but we do now have cows. And while I'm here, I did collect some eggs a little while ago, but I didn't know if there's any more been laid since I last did that. God, they're noisy. But that is the end of the episode. Hopefully next episode we'll get some potatoes harvested, which in all likelihood is going to coincide with me doing potatoes on Lawfolds as well. I need to do a potato harvest on there, so I'll try not to double up. There's not a lot I can do about that. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share the video, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.